Well, they took all the evidence, so they had a look at it, and yeah, it's a tough one. It's just think it's a grey area, isn't it? It's what the evidence is there, and the players get asked and they put their view across. So it's a tough one. There's been some that you say might have been a little bit hard, and some that have been got off a little bit easier. So yeah, it's a tough one. But at the end of the day, they go through the same process and they make the call, which is they've got to keep going down that path. Michael will probably not play. He's done a bit of running, but just the risk side of it to travel and off a hamstring and those types of things, it's sort of one that we probably, unless he come out today and felt 100%, I don't think we'll take him. No, Allard had 30 odd again and kicked 3. O'Keefe played well. Thornton kicked 3. So there's some players there that played. Russell played well again. Lucas played well. So there's some players that have been sort of out for a while that have sort of put their hand up again. I think you won't have to guard against complacency. I think we know exactly where we sit. We have to win games of football, and that's what we'll be doing. I don't think this group are going to take their eyes off the ball and worry about going to the Gold Coast for a holiday or anything like that. They'll be making sure that we get the job done. And let's talk about the Suns. Their form at Metricon, in a lot of areas of the game is very good. They're 6 goals better off at Metricon. They're 9 clearances better. They're 36 or 39 possessions better as a team. So we're going to have our work cut out as well. No, we've got to win the game. So we just need that 4 points. That's what we need. If we don't get the 4 points, that's our season finish. So whether it's 1 point, 10 points, I'm not worried. Let's get the 4 points and keep dealing with whatever comes out of it. It's been pretty upbeat for a while. I think our form has been pretty solid. We had the break, and I know Hawthorn beat us by 50 points. Kangaroos fixed us up, but I suppose they're the form teams of the competition. Sydney with a bit better ball use and the way we defended that night, I think we lost by 22, but we had 5 more inside 50s and we didn't think we played that well, and there was still an opportunity to win. Third quarter we dominated, so from that point, I think our form's been good, and I think that mood has been generally here. There's always disappointment when you lose, but I think that third quarter against Brisbane, how exciting a football we played, the run and carry and really good spread, I thought that was sort of the catalyst for last week. Well, if we make it, we'll be in good form. So, and I suppose from where we've come from mid-season to be, if we did make it, we'd be dangerous. We would be dangerous. So, with Ablett, there's a bit of time there. When he keeps getting 40, that sort of rings in your ear a bit. So, and they've played him a little bit different at times and this season. So, he'll have to be stopped. But, I think nearly every team's tried to stop him this year and they don't get any result there. So it'll be a good challenge for whoever gets the role. It might be a dual role for someone, for a couple of blokes to run with him or try and, reduce that influence he has on the game. Yeah, I think it's the way he uses the ball. I think it's the time and space. I think, there's been times that you can play on a Simon Black, and if he's handballing it more than kicking, or the way they use the footy, sometimes you can't stop the numbers, but you can actually stop how they use the football, and that will be critical. If he's got clean air and space, he'll slice you. He's passing and his use is outstanding, and if he's got that space, I think that will be a worry to us. I haven't looked at that Kangaroos Fremantle game at all. No, it's hard not to look at it, isn't it? I think we concentrate on what we have to do, but there's always what other teams are doing and what the draw is there. You just have a quick look. We don't get absorbed by it all, but you just have a quick look to say, okay, well, Fremantle have got the Kangaroos who are in good form. We might be wearing the Kangaroos cap on the following day when they play, but we've got to worry about what we have to do. And the Suns are up there. Their record's really good. They ran Kangaroos to a close game, Essendon to a close game, so they've got good form up there. That's a plus. That's a plus for the. We had 2 trips within 18 days to Port Adelaide and to Patterson Stadium, so Yeah, it's good to just sort of get back into the Melbourne group, but I think at this time of the year it's good for our group to get away, and especially some of the younger kids to sort of gel with the older blokes, Casbolt, Bell, these types who are playing and starting to feel a part of it, which is pretty critical. Robbie will probably be out now, and that might be his season. The shoulder isn't going as well as we would expect, and I think there'll be a decision after today's training whether we push on or we actually say that's it, we can't go any further, because we're just sort of stuck in this spot at the moment with that shoulder, and doesn't look like it's improved, but I haven't heard what the medicos have said this morning, so I haven't been in this morning, so yeah. Oh, that'll just take care of itself. I think Heath will go in October, I think it is, somewhere there, and that matter will be, they'll put the evidence up and he'll be judged and he'll have to face the consequences for whatever the verdict is there. I think it's a smart thing for Heath and the footy club not to be going in and, whether the judgment would have been made today or this week sometime. I think the timing is appropriate for the football club, but he'll still have to face up, which is good, and find out what the verdict is there. Yep.
How did Robbie injure that shoulder? There was a story that it might have been in a tackle with Cyril Rioli during that Hawthorn game. I don't know if that's right or not, I was just wondering.
Yeah, he did injure it in that Hawthorn game. I can't tell you exactly if it was, that tackle or a tackle there. So, it's just been giving him a bit of bother lately, and seems to have sort of like a little fragment or something, and we just can't get it to a point that allows him to get out in the ground. So, yeah, he's done a fair bit of training. It seems to go all right at the start, and we keep pushing on for the last couple of weeks, but we're sort of in this spot now that we need to make a decision one way or the other, because the kid's not playing. The more time that he is out, the fitness goes from playing as well. So we've got to make a call there, because in 2 weeks' time he's probably not fit enough to play at senior level anyway. He's had a few, and he's had a little bit of an issue with his ankle as well. So he's had a bit of surgery, over the last few years.